everyone, it's Peyton Thomas here with Central Oregon Daily News. I'm on the edge of what they're calling the Euston Fire. The Euston Fire, just north of Redmond. In the last few minutes, I've seen the flames come down this ridgeline and towards some structures moving south. As you can see behind me, there's a multi-agency response that's gotten out to this location and begun mopping up some of the areas where the fire is spreading towards the north side of Redmond over here. Now, since I've been here, I did hear some of the power lines pop. You may have been watching Central Oregon Daily News on ABC at 5 p.m. Around the same time that those power lines behind me popped. We actually went off air back at our studio in Bend. Now, this is the Euston Fire, just north of Redmond. I'm going to flip this camera back around. As you can see, still vehicle traffic moving through here next to the edge of the Euston Fire. But in the 15 or 20 minutes that I've been here, I have seen these flames come down this ridge side. You can see some of the junipers up there on the ridge actually up in flames right now. And crews have moved into some of the brush area that you can see in the background of the stream. Now, the winds have been pushing this fire south for the past 30 to 45 minutes since it began. This is the Euston Fire just north of Redmond. The fire now at 15 acres. That's the latest estimate that we're getting. 15 acres for the Euston Fire moving south toward Redmond, and winds are moderate to high in this area. I'm just feeling some of the ash that's falling down from the sky, and it is hot falling on my skin. We are very close to the fire line here, as you can see up on the ridge behind me. There are multiple units in the air that have started attacking this fire, so a multi-agency ground and air response here. Again, this is the Euston Fire on the north side of Redmond, moving south. Latest estimates have it at 15 acres. And you can see the flames right here just on the edge of this road in North Redmond. Most of this hillside here has burned in the last 15 minutes as the fire came moving south towards me here. We're facing north as my hand goes. And the fire's been moving along this ridgeline south towards the town of Redmond. You can see more units, the multi-agency response showing up here. This is at North Redmond, just off Pershall Road. Traffic is still moving along Pershall Road. And this right here is a Bend Fire and Rescue unit, adding to the large response I've seen here in the last 15 to 20 minutes. Again, I've been off this location right alongside Pershaw Road, north of Redmond, for the past 20 to 25 minutes now, and I've seen the Euston Fire, as they're calling it, come in moving south towards Redmond. In that time, we got our latest estimate of the fire at 15 acres. The winds out here are moderate, I would say, and have been moving that fire along the ridge line here. This is Pershaw Road that I'm standing on now, and Redmond just about a half mile to a mile that way. And in addition to the large influence of ground units that I've seen come along the roadway here and park in different places of the brush area, there's also been several units up in the sky that have been attacking this fire from the air. So really a large multi-agency response already on the Euston Fire, estimated at 15 acres just north of Redmond. So far, no details about how this fire started. Again, you may have been watching Central Oregon Daily News at 5. We just went off the air a few minutes ago. At the same time that I heard that we had went off the air back in our studio in Bend, I actually heard a few loud pops along the line of towers behind me as the fire went and engulfed that area of the hillside, knocking power out of this area. For those of you that are just started watching the Facebook Live, my name's Peyton Thomas. I'm with Central Oregon Daily News. This is the edge of the Euston Fire, just north of Redmond. The latest estimates put this fire at 15 acres, and it's moving south along with those winds. In the last 15 to 20 minutes here on the edge of Pershaw Road, just north of Redmond, we've seen a large multi-agency response on the ground and in the air as this fire continues to expand towards the roadway. I actually had to move my news car away from that corner where you can see a couple of Bend Fire and Rescue and Redmond Fire and Rescue units attacking this fire. There's some brush just on the other side of that driveway that you can see that caught fire a moment ago. Now crews doing some mop-up work. But here on Pershaw Road, traffic is still flowing. And I just want to reiterate here, Central Oregon Daily News at 5 did go off the air a few moments ago. I was out here when that happened and heard a couple of loud pops along the electric towers here. And we are getting some reports that power is out in areas near here. Again, this is the Euston Fire, just north of Redmond, estimated at 15 acres, but moving south at a rate of speed. now just north of Redmond here along the edges of the Euston Fire. I'm seeing many of the crews that were here just 5 minutes ago taking off and moving south toward Redmond. This fire is moving south with the winds. In the last 20 minutes, I've seen the fire move down this hillside behind me. There's hot falling ash in this area off Purcell Road in North Redmond, or just north of Redmond. As these crews continue to move, make sure you stay tuned to Central Oregon Daily News. We'll have the latest updates. The stream's gonna end now as I go to a new location and find the edge of this fire where crews continue to work and keep this thing away from Redmond. Be sure to stay tuned to all of the social media channels. We'll keep you posted here on Central Oregon Daily News. Thanks for watching.